On the boy's birthday, his scientist father gave him a wristband as a gift, but as soon as he wore the band, his hand started bleeding. His father panicked and said, "Now this band will never come off, but it will be very useful in the future." Saying this, he suddenly disappeared from the house. Time passed, and the year 2067 arrived. The boy had now grown up. His name was Max. He worked at a company that produced oxygen. Max worked day and night so he could afford treatment for his sick wife. The entire city was struggling with a shortage of oxygen. The remaining people were surviving by wearing oxygen masks, but these masks also made many people sick. If this continued, the entire world would come to an end. One day, the company owner called Max and said, "Now only you can save this world." The manager took him to a laboratory where there was a machine that could send someone into the future. A few days ago, a message had come from the future, and it mentioned Max's name. The scientists wanted to know whether humans would still be alive 500 years from now. If they were, then maybe the oxygen problem had been solved. At first, Max was not ready because he wanted to spend some time with his wife, but his friend encouraged him and said that no one else could do this except him. His wife also gave him courage and said, "You will definitely come back." At night, Max thought of removing the band, but it was impossible to take it off. Now, Max was ready for the journey into the future. He was seated in the time machine, and as soon as it was activated, he was sent 500 years ahead. As soon as he reached the future, he saw that all the buildings were destroyed and trees had grown everywhere. He also found a skeleton with his own name written beside it. He discovered a very old mobile phone, just like the one he used 500 years ago. Then he found another band that looked exactly like the one he was wearing, but this one was green. Max connected his phone to the old one and found that both phones were identical. When he turned on the old phone, there were some recordings, but they stopped after a short time. Suddenly, he heard the sound of a gunshot. Max saw that the skeleton had a bullet mark on its head. He realized that someone was going to shoot him in the future. Though oxygen had now returned to the Earth in the future, humanity had not survived.